This is the Stock Market Daily News Podcast for Monday, December 1st, 2025. I'm your host, summarizing the key moves from last Friday's session. The S&P 500 climbed to close just 1% below its all-time high, the Dow Jones edged higher on positive economic data, and the Nasdaq gained ground, boosted by a strong week for tech. Investors digested mixed news on Bitcoin and risk assets, with ETF inflows showing some signs of life, while Fed rate cut bets sparked debate on what could drive the next leg up for equities. Today, we'll break down the market mood, dig into the Bitcoin story, touch on major moves in tech and finance, and flag what to watch this week. First up, the S&P 500 jumped 0.75% on Friday, finishing at 4,983, as optimism around a possible Fed rate cut in December fueled a risk-on rally. Driving the index higher were strong gains in the tech sector, with Alphabet rising nearly 7% after news of a breakthrough in artificial intelligence chips. Meanwhile, gold surged 3.8% for the week, and silver touched new all-time highs as investors shifted money into hard assets. Bitcoin, however, failed to reclaim the $93,000 mark, slipping back despite tailwinds from the broader equity rally. Monthly trading data showed Bitcoin down 18% over 30 days, while ETF inflows remained lukewarm, just $70 million last week. Cautious demand for Bitcoin puts signaled lingering investor nerves, with derivatives markets showing a continued tilt toward downside protection. That said, broader adoption themes persist, and many bulls see support solidifying if Bitcoin holds above 90,000 in coming sessions. Trading volumes in U.S. equities told another powerful story. Since last November, funds poured $900 billion into stocks, with $450 billion arriving in just the past 5 months. That's more than all other asset classes combined, according to Bloomberg. This massive liquidity inflow highlights institutional appetite and could cushion any short-term corrections if incoming economic data remains supportive. In corporate news, Strategy CEO Fong outlined contingency plans for the company's Bitcoin treasury, emphasizing they would only consider selling if the stock traded below net asset value and fresh capital dried up. While not an imminent threat, it's a stark reminder that even the biggest corporate holders may pivot if market stress persists. Strategy says dividends are covered for decades even if Bitcoin hovers around its average purchase price of $74,000, with debt remaining manageable down to as low as $25,000 per coin. And finally, Nasdaq's crypto chief confirmed plans to move as fast as we can on rolling out tokenized stocks pending SEC approval. The initiative aims to enable digital representations of publicly traded companies, marking another step toward blending traditional and crypto markets. While some skeptics question the ultimate impact on crypto adoption, mainstream exchanges continue to push for innovation in how assets are bought and sold. Before we sign off, here's where the major indexes closed. S&P 500 at 4,983, the Dow Jones at 39,515, and the Nasdaq at 16,210, all showing robust finishes to the month. The key themes remain strong tech gains, resilient risk appetite, and a market watching for central bank policy clues. Looking ahead, keep an eye on upcoming jobs data, earnings from crucial tech names, and any surprises out of the Fed's next meeting. That wraps up today's Stock Market Daily News Podcast. For more updates, subscribe and follow us for daily breakdowns. See you back here tomorrow.